chapter from science, that is Introduction to Acid and Base. In this chapter we will learn about acid, bases, their examples and their some basic properties. First we will study about acids. So what are acids? In our daily routine we are consuming different kind of food atoms. These food atoms are differ in taste. Some are sour to taste, some are salty, sweet, or some are astringent, or some are bitter to taste. So we know that lemon, tomato and vinegar, this type of compounds or this type of food atoms, substances, these are sour in taste. And the substances which are sour in taste, these are including typical type of compound inside it. The substances which are sour in taste, these are including typical type of compound inside it, and this compound is known as acid. Means the substances which are containing acids, these are sour in taste. Okay, so let us see the definition of acid here. The compound which imparting sour taste to the substance. The compound which imparting sour taste to the substance is known as acid. And here the examples of acid are given: HCl, HNO3 and H2SO4. These are the chemical formulas of that particular acids. HCl is hydrochloric acid, HNO3 that is nitric acid, and H2SO4 that is sulfuric acid. Now some food atoms, some plants and some animals, these are possesses acid inside them. These are possesses acid naturally inside them, and these type of acids are known as weak acids. Okay, some plants, animals and some food atoms, these are possesses acid naturally. This type of acid is known as weak acids. They show the properties of acid but in less proportion. These are less harmful than strong acids. So what are strong acids here? So when the HCl, HNO3 and H2SO4, these are present in or above 90% proportion, then these are strong acid. They have shown the properties of acid very strongly, and these are very highly harmful to the health or to the living organisms. So these are strong acids. Now to make dilute acids, when the acid is strong and we have to make it dilute, then we will add water. As we are adding water in acid, it is becoming dilute in nature, or it is becoming weak in nature. So in this type we are getting dilute acids, okay, by adding water in it. As the acids are soluble in water, dissolved in water, these are water soluble compounds. Acids are water soluble compounds. This is the first property of acid. Now when we kept concentrated solution of acid in a container, then it generates fumes. It is very harmful to taste, harmful to touch. Okay, we cannot touch it or we cannot taste it. The fumes are also very harmful to inhale. Now this is about acid. Now next we will learn about bases. So what are bases? If we tested sodium bicarbonate, if we have tested sodium bicarbonate or dilute solution of sodium bicarbonate, it is bitter to taste or it is astringent to taste. Okay, so the substances which are bitter or astringent in taste, these are containing typical type of compound, and this type of compound which gives bitter or astringent taste to the substance is known as bases. Okay, means here let us see the definition of bases. The compound that imparting bitter or astringent taste to the substance is known as bases. And here some examples of a bases are given. NaHCO3 means sodium bicarbonate, and we also call it as baking sodas. Now NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, which is used in soaps. So this is about acids and base. These bases are having properties totally opposite to acids. Means bases are opposite to acids. The substances which are containing acids inside them, they are called as acidic substances. Substances which are including or which are containing bases inside them. These are basic, and substances which are neither containing acids or nor containing bases inside them, they are neutral. Okay, means the neutral substances, they are neither containing acid nor containing bases. And the example of neutral substance is water. Water is neutral in nature. It is not containing acid or not base. So it is neutral in nature. So how could we recognize the given compound is, or given substance is acidic in nature or basic in nature, or given compound is acid or it is base? So it is harmful to touch, it is harmful to taste. Then how could we recognize the given compound is acid or base? There is a typical another substance is present to identify acid and base is known as indicator. Let us study about these indicators. We are studying about indicators. Indicators are the substances which are used for recognizing that given substances are acidic or basic, or given compounds are acids or base, and these are known as indicators. So these indicators are of two types. First it is laboratory indicators and second it is domestic indicators. So let us see here the names of some laboratory indicators. So litmus paper, blue litmus paper, red litmus paper, methyl orange, phenolphthalein and methyl red. These are the basic indicators present in laboratories. Basic indicators that present in laboratories. Now the litmus paper, their color are given here. Blue litmus paper is there, red litmus paper is there, and methyl orange is orange in color. Phenolphthalein is a colorless liquid, and methyl red is a red colored liquid. Okay, so these are the colors of that particular indicators. Now when we hold the litmus paper, or when we dip litmus paper in blue litmus paper in acid, then it becomes red. Or when we dip that blue litmus paper in base, it remains as it is. Their color is not changes. Okay. Now let us study about next red litmus paper. When we hold or when we dip red litmus paper in acid, it remains as it is. Their color is never changed. But red litmus paper, when we hold or dip in acid, then it becomes blue. Then next to that, methyl orange. These three are liquid. These three are in liquid state. First methyl orange, which is orange in color, and when we add this in acid, then that acid is becoming pink color. That acid is becoming pink color. And that methyl orange, when we add in bases, then the base become yellow colored. Then next to that, phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is indicator is already colorless, and this colorless phenolphthalein, when we add in acid, the acid become colorless. Okay, acid become colorless, and when we add that colorless phenolphthalein in bases, then that base become pink. Then next it is last methyl red. Okay, methyl red is red colored liquid, and when we add that methyl red into acid, the acid becomes red, and that methyl red when add with bases, then that base become yellow color. So this is about laboratory indicators. This chart is given in your textbook. You should read it. Then next it is domestic indicators. In our kitchen, some yellow stained colored food is present. Yellow stained food is present. For example, turmeric. Okay, so turmeric is yellow in color. When it reacts with soap, when turmeric comes in contact with soap, then it becomes red. You can do the procedure at your home. Take a bit of turmeric on soap, then that place is becoming red. So these are some domestic indicators which are present in our home, so that these are called as domestic indicators. This is about indicators. Remaining part we will study in next video. Till then, thank you.